Hi everyone, it's Lindy. So you have been asking for it, so we are going to do it. I am going to bring you over to my computer and I'm going to show you the entire process that I do when I create designs for Merch by Amazon. We are starting with a design completely from scratch. I'm just going to create something and really show you how simple it is and how you really don't need a big long history with graphic design in order to make a shirt for merch and be able to generate revenue from those designs. So we're going to hop over to the computer and I'm going to show you exactly how I make my designs for merch. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so today we are just going to do a really super simple text file for a shirt. Maybe later on we'll get into something a little bit more fancy with some images and such, but for now we're just going to keep it short, sweet, and simple, and we're just going to do text. Now, I do just use Picmonkey. I don't use Photoshop, although you could use Photoshop or GIMP. There's several different sites that you can use. I personally just prefer Picmonkey. There is a free version of Picmonkey, but I do pay for the upgraded version of Picmonkey. That way I have a little bit more storage. So basically we just want to start with a blank canvas. So in order to get there, we're just going to go to the Picmonkey templates. I know I could have just worked off of the one that I had there, but I want to show you guys how to get the template if you really are starting from scratch. Okay, so we're going to search for just a blank 8x10, and there we go, right there. Just gonna open it up. Okay, so that's how we got to this blank template. So the very first thing that you have to do with any template that you're using for either text or images for a t-shirt is you need to come over here into the basic edits, and you need to select a transparent canvas and click apply. The reason why you need that transparent canvas is because if you have it on a colored canvas, then it's going to be like a giant square on the t-shirt. And unless that's what you're going for, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to have like a giant white spot and then have your print and your image or your wordage or anything. You don't want it on a giant white or hot pink screen or something. You want to make sure that it's on transparent. So we're just going to do basic text. So we're going to do, So of course for basic text, we're going to come over here to the little text box. What should we say? Let's see here. And then of course they do have pre-populated fonts in here, or you could go online and download some free royalty-free fonts if you want to. We're just gonna do something cutesy. Okay, so I just want to use this fun coffee break font. We're gonna say add text. We're just going to do something really cute. We're going to say, we're just going to, actually, come on now, click and drag. Okay, so we're just going to do something fun like this. So obviously, we're going to have to resize all of this, but I always like to just get the text in there first. So we're just going to do something fun. We're just going to do coffee is life. So now keep in mind, you want to think about the color of the font depending on what color t-shirt you want to put it on. So black is definitely not the color we want to stick to. I almost always do a white font or a super light color. So you would highlight the word, come over here to the color box, and I always just drag it right up to the white. We're going to do the same here. And the same here. Now it does start to make it look really, really hard to see on the transparent background. So if you want to wait to turn your text to another color until you're completely done, you could do that. However, I do find that putting a shadow on the text looks a lot better on t-shirts, and it also helps you put the image together, having it the way it needs to be, and you can actually see it better. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight again. We're going to come over here to effects, and then we're going to go to drop shadow. I just always find that having a drop shadow just makes the text look a lot cleaner on t-shirts. Okay, so now we need to focus on making the font bigger. Bigger. Okay, so now as you can see, all of the text is overlapping here. If you come over here, you can select the exact text you're wanting to work with. So so if it does overlap, you don't have to worry about like constantly dragging and dropping and moving everything. So we're gonna make this bigger, and then we're gonna pull it down. Click on life, make it bigger. Now, again, we're just doing a really generic t-shirt, just something fun, just for demonstrative purposes. Man, this is really, really laggy today. It's probably because I have so much running all at the same time trying to film a video. Okay. So now we have our text positioned how we want it to be. You want to try to make sure that it is as centered as it can be when you go to upload it. That way it's all completely centered on the shirt. You can just kind of use your eyes to kind of gauge and make sure everything is centered. I think this needs to come over just a hair. Okay, so that is that. Now we can come up here and we can either save it to Picmonkey, or we could just save it directly to the computer, which is probably what I'm going to do. Just save it directly to my computer. We're gonna say it's coffee is life. Export. Okay, so we got that saved to my computer. But what you're gonna wanna do is go to the USPTO website, and it's to search for trademarks. So what you just basically Google USPTO, and it'll get you to uspto.gov, and you can search for your trademarks. So we're just gonna search the trademark database just to make sure. Basic word mark search, say coffee is life. Submit. Okay, so we're looking here. All right, I am not seeing any direct results, so I think we are going to be okay. There's a lot that are very, very similar to it. Some are live, some are dead, so it's no longer active. But it looks like we're okay. We've got life is coffee. Life is too short to drink bad coffee. There's all of these. But it looks like just simply having coffee is life is not taken. So I'm going to say that we are good to go. But normally I would have searched that before having gone to the trouble of creating the design. But you always want to check, because if there is a copyright or a trademark on something that you try to upload into Amazon merch, they will reject it. And if you get too many rejections for trying to copyright, or if you get too many rejections for trying to violate a copyright, then you can get your account in trouble. So you want to make sure that it's not copyrighted before you submit it to Amazon, and not rely on Amazon to do the work for you. Make sure that you do your due diligence and check the trademark first. Okay, so we have our trademark checked, our design is completed, but we are not ready to upload it into merch just yet because the design needs to be a very particular pixel size before merch can accept it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to resizeimage.net. It is a free website and I use it for every single design that I upload into merch. So I've just uploaded. You just basically click upload image, you select your file, and then it comes up here. You have to make sure that your image is not at least, you need to make sure that your image is 4,500 pixels by 5,400 pixels. That means that you will need to uncheck this box because you don't want to keep the ratios. So 4,500 by 5,400, you want to make sure that you have transparent clicked. PNG is fine, and then you want to click resize image, and it will just take a few moments to resize. And now we're going to click download image. It will name your image for you. So you want to just make sure, you want to be like, okay, that's the name of it so that you can easily go find it when you upload it into merch. And so now that is all done. Now we can go upload our t-shirt. So I am just in my merch account. It's just merch.amazon.com. I'm already logged in. I've just clicked on the little button where it says upload your design. And so we're just going to come over here, upload. And there we go. Okay. So now we can choose whatever product we're wanting to do, just a standard t-shirt, premium long sleeve sweatshirt, hoodie, or a pop socket. We're just doing a standard shirt. The Amazon.com marketplace. We are going to save and continue. Okay, so now we can decide if we want men's, women's, or youth. We probably don't want to do any kid shirts that say that because children should not be drinking coffee. And then we get to select 5 different colors that we want to have on our shirt. I always do black, we'll do brown, or not brown, blue, we'll do dark heather, we'll do brown for coffee, and then let's do this one. We'll just pick those 5. And then down here, you can select what price you would like to price your shirt at. And it tells you what your royalty would be for every one sold. So if we wanted to go to $14.99, it would be $1.60. If we wanted to do $19.99, it's $5.38. I like to price somewhere in the middle. And so we're just going to price it there. And then we're going to do save and continue. Okay, and so now this is where I really don't get too fancy. I honestly don't. It usually takes me no more than 60 seconds to fill this page out. Brand names, I don't keep the same brand name for every t-shirt design I have. I usually try to relate the brand name to whatever kind of subcategory the shirt is in. So coffee is life. We're just going to say, maybe we'll call it funny coffee shirts is what the brand name is going to be. The title of the product, we're going to say coffee is life t-shirt. And then I always like to write things like novelty gift, coffee drinkers. And then you want to make sure that you don't put anything that could be a trademark infringement or copyright. Like you don't want to put Starbucks in there. You don't want to use any coffee brands. You don't want to say like Folger or something because you don't own that company. So if you try to use them to get sales on your items, you're going to have it kick back to you. And they're going to say, no, you can't have this because that's a copyright infringement. Just like I have designed some shirts
for eBay sellers, and I couldn't have eBay anywhere on this page because it kept getting kicked back as copyright infringement because I don't own the eBay trademark. So I wouldn't be able to put Starbucks or anything like that in here. It has to be very generic. So if you are wanting to try to market to people for Starbucks or coffee drinkers or something like that, you would have to be very smart and strategic about how you worded things in here so that those people could still find your product. Okay, and so then the key product features, I always like to just kind of carefully keyword stuff this so that people searching on Amazon for a shirt can find it. So maybe I'll say perfect gift for the coffee enthusiast. Wow, I don't know how to spell enthusiast. I don't know how to spell. Oh, I was right. I thought I was wrong. Perfect gift for the coffee enthusiast in your life. Perfect for, I don't know. We'll just say something like that because I want to have Christmas in there somewhere because if someone is looking for a Christmas gift, I want to have Christmas and gift in the same. Actually, we're going to say perfect for Christmas. Okay, so we're just going to say that. Because I want to have as many keywords as I can, but I don't want to keyword stuff it. I don't want it to look tacky, but I want it to, if someone is literally searching Amazon for Christmas gift ideas and coffee all at the same time, I would like to try to hit as many of those keywords as I can. And then in the second line here, save selection and continue. And we're done. It's basically telling me now this is what the listing is going to look like. It gives me what price I selected. If I want to edit it, it's my last chance to edit it. If I want to have black be the main color, I can select that one. So it does black. If I need to edit any of this stuff, I can. Shows me what the listing is going to look like. Shows me all of that. And then over here, it tells me what my royalty will be for every shirt sold. And then I can either draft it and save it and come back later. I can get a sample for myself first before I decide to make it available to the public. And that means basically that you are submitting it for approval, but then once it's approved, only the people that have the direct link can purchase it. And you're basically just purchasing it from Amazon at cost. So you wouldn't be making any money off of it. You're just paying for a sample. Or you can opt to just start selling it on Amazon right now. And that's what's automatically selected for you. And so we're going to hit submit and it's going to be it. That's it. That's the entire process. It's done. Are you sure? Oh, yes. I'm so sure.
That's it. We're done. I know it usually takes me a lot less time to do a basic text design as long as I have the idea and I already know what I'm going to do. And of course it took a little bit longer because we're kind of walking through the entire process, but it really is very, very simple to upload to merch. The designs can be anything from, just simple text to really intricate design, just depending on how good you are at graphic design. But you really don't have to be great. You don't have to be this fantastic graphic artist in order to make money on Amazon merch. It's fantastic. So I hope that this video gave you kind of a beginner's perspective to kind of let you see what the possibilities are, how simple it is, and if you've just gotten approved but you've been maybe too afraid to try to upload just yet. Hopefully this gave you some insight on how to go about doing it and show you that it's not intimidating at all. It usually takes a few hours to get designs approved by Amazon. Just because I clicked the submit button, it does not mean that the shirts are available for sale right now. I have to wait for the email confirmation where Amazon says, okay, your t-shirt is live. Or if they're going to email if there's a problem, if there is an issue with copyright or trademark, they will notify you if there is an issue. just like they will notify me and let me know that it is live and ready to be purchased by the public. So once it is available to the public, you can there decide whether or not you want to market your shirt. You can pin it to Pinterest, you can share it to a Facebook group, you can promote it on Instagram, or you can just leave it on Amazon, which is usually what I do. I really don't do a lot of promotion of my designs, and just let people searching Amazon find your shirts. Now, depending on your level in merch, that of course depends on how many designs you're able to design and upload every single day. But it is a really awesome opportunity for you to make passive income, because as you saw, it probably took, if I were to not stop, it would take me less than 10 minutes to get a simple text design like that up. And if it starts to sell, I make money off every single one that's sold without having to do any extra work. So potentially I could make lots of money off a simple design that took me under 10 minutes to create. So it's a really awesome passive income stream. So if you haven't applied for merch, I highly recommend that you do apply for merch. If you've been approved for merch, but you really haven't been trying too hard, or you haven't even started yet, I highly encourage that you get going on it, and hopefully this video helped you to do that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and videos like it, please give me a thumbs up so that I know. Do not forget to check the video description for helpful links. Leave any questions or comments down in the comments below. And if you have not subscribed to me yet, I hope you will. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.